But you mentioned that Denham Springs is worse?
Denham Springs is worse, for sure.
Than Baton Rouge?
Well, it depends on parts of Baton Rouge, like East Baton Rouge where I live, that was pretty bad. Denham Springs, it was more of a widespread, like all of Denham Springs, it seems, got knocked down pretty bad. And then, yeah, like all of East Baton Rouge, and just basically more east. Anything east and north got it bad.
I was in Mississippi this morning, Gulfport, and I had a conversation with an Allstate insurance adjuster who had just come from Baton Rouge.
Oh, really?
He actually told me that if I was going down to have a gun in arm's reach,
why?
He told me 4 insurance agents were robbed, literally coming up to their trucks at gunpoint.
For what reason, I wonder?
I guess because, I don't know, they could. But he was telling me that he was walking through homes that still had 4 to 6 feet of water. What?
Still?
Still.
Oh,
that was this morning.
No way, wow.
So I can't imagine he would be lying about that.
Right, I can't imagine he'd be lying.
But what areas do you think that could be happening
I don't know what areas that would be in. I haven't been following the news because I've been too busy worrying about my house.
And this is your house?
No, this is a friend's house, but my house did get flooded too.
Which is in
Baton Rouge.
Okay.
Yeah, but he needs it really bad because his house has been sitting just with all the sheetrock on for about a week, so I'm sure the damage on his house is pretty bad.
How high did the water get here?
3.5 feet here.
3.5 feet inside the homes.
Inside the homes, and it was really quick because this flooding in this neighborhood didn't happen mainly because of the rain. It happened because the storm drains over flooded, and so we were fine for during the whole flooding, but then the storm drains came and the storm drains overflowing backed up into these houses. That's how this neighborhood flooded, not because it was raining here.
Oh my God.
It's because all the rivers were just too full. So all the rivers through the storm drains came into these houses.
That massive flooding took place in the course of
2 days.
2 days.
Maybe, I think it rained for 2 days. And people had started flooding by that time, but this neighborhood, it had been storming, but they were dry until 2 days after it rained, and then all the rivers couldn't handle it, and that's when all the streets started flooding from the storm drains, and then it started going into people's houses.
And this is pretty intense. I mean,
it's intense.
I've also heard YouTube channel, just a civilian putting up a post. It was heartbreaking because he was driving, filming, his wife was crying. They lost everything in Katrina. Now they've lost everything again. And he was saying that he moved purposely to a non-flood zone.
Yeah.
He didn't have flood insurance.
But this flood was a weird flood. You know, like, it was just strange, like it's never happened, I mean. This kind of flood hasn't happened in a long time, from what I hear. And so that's why people who don't have flood insurance and what required, that's why they got flooded, because...
Now they're screwed?
Yeah.
They're just screwed?
Yeah.
So they lose everything, and...
I heard... We talked to a contractor today, and he had talked to a bunch of people because he's a contractor. And he said one of the guys he talked to, he made enough money to where... But he didn't have insurance because he was Zone X. And so
Zone X is non-flood zone.
Right, non-flood zone.
Right.
But he made enough money to where FEMA said, you only get $2,000, that's all we're giving you. And so he's like, so I'm screwed? And he's like, yeah, the FEMA's like, well, I mean, you get $2,000. And he's like, oh my gosh. So some people really lost everything. They don't get any help.
Because these homes are not going to be sold.
Yeah.
And so what is this going to be, another Hurricane Katrina thing? Where, well, okay, you can't sell your home, so the government buys them for $10,000?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if, Lord willing, these people can fix their houses, and then...
In this area?
In this area. If they have insurance, they can. But like, Evan, for example, he had minimal insurance, not really enough to fix everything that needed to be fixed because it's major damage in there.
Is he able to live here?
No.
Or no? So
It's-
people are staying in their homes here?
No. People aren't staying in their homes.
I can smell, actually, quite a lot of the sewage.
Well, probably the fact that our trash isn't going to be taken out for a month or two.
A month
Just
or two.
because they're so busy
Yeah.
with everyone else. I mean, there's worse up north and east is worse than us, so they want to try and get those
People.
piles first because there's just more debris than us.
So you haven't been, like, watching the news, so you don't,
I don't
really
have
know?
cable. I don't have cable. I never had cable. I don't like cable.
Neither do I.
It takes up
I
my
don't
time.
have TV. But do you... everybody has electricity?
Yes.
Okay,
There
good.
was electricity the whole time.
The whole time?
The whole time.
Because nothing...
Because it's
because
not
you
like
didn't even
it's
have...
not like it was a hurricane where things were falling down.
Right.
It was only if something was in the water and then got damaged that but electricity, that's not going to happen without electricity. So this neighborhood had electricity the entire time, which is a blessing for sure.
Wow. And your home? How is that?
We gutted it.
You got
It got about 4 feet of water.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but we had
Jesus.
insurance, praise the Lord. So I'm not. That's why I can't.
You seem to be
That's why I can
okay.
smile, because I know I just have to persevere and it's going to be okay.